Hi, it's Darryl with Start Smart Life TV. Today we're going to be discussing the 5 foundations that you need to build while in college. And I'm starting off with a story. It's a story you probably heard before. It's the story of the 3 little pigs. Now I'm going to give you a totally different spin from a college perspective. So the story goes that there's 3 little pigs. So one pig went out to college and he built his house with straw. And what this means is this college student didn't really do everything that he needed to do in college. He played around, he partied, he didn't really get serious about the stuff that he had to do.
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in.
Next there was the second pig. This pig built his house by stick. He kind of studied, he did what he had to do. Once he graduated, he got an okay job.
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in.
Then there's the pig that built his house by brick. This pig, he did everything he could to build a strong foundation while he was in college. Once he got out of college, his life went on to a whole new level.
By the hair on your chinny chin chin, I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in.
Now what am I saying? See, while you're in college, it's the best time to build your foundation. The foundation that you build in college will determine the sturdiness of your life once you graduate. See, it's kind of like a tree. If you look at the tallest trees in the world, they're that tall because they have the strong foundation. If they have a weak foundation, they'll never be able to grow that tall. So if you want to grow tall in life, if you want to go big in life, you have to build your foundation first and then see the results afterwards. It's kind of like the Chinese bamboo. See, the Chinese bamboo has a very weird growing pattern. So you can water it, you can fertilize it, you can do everything that you can to see it grow. But after the first year, there's no growth at all. You don't see anything. You notice nothing about the tree growing. Then the second year, nothing. Then the third year, nothing at all. Fourth year, nothing at all. Fifth year, nothing at all. And then finally, the 6th year, the Chinese bamboo grows 90 feet tall.
It can grow up to 1 meter a day, fast overtaking the other plants around it. The taller it grows, the faster its growth rate, so that in a matter of days it towers above the undergrowth and continues reaching for the sky.
See, all that time the Chinese bamboo, when it seemed like it wasn't doing anything, it was building its roots. It was building its foundation. So while you're in college, it may not seem like you're doing stuff that's important, but if you follow the steps that I give you today, you'll be building your foundation for once you graduate. Now, I'm going to give you 5 things, 5 foundations that you need to build in college. Number 1 is your personal development foundation. See, college is the best time to start working on you. See, a lot of students, they get into college, they work on getting good grades, they work on getting money or getting a job, but they never really take the time to work on themselves. They graduate never really knowing themselves. They don't know their strengths. They don't know their weaknesses. They don't know their mindset, their attitudes. But college is the best time to find that stuff out. And not only find it out, but to improve yourself. So if you're in college, I highly recommend spend time on you. See, Jim Rohn said this: if you work harder on yourself than you do anything else, that's when you see the biggest results in your life. Another part about building your personal development foundation is finding and building your skills. See, life is all about skills. The person who has the best skills will see the biggest results. Now, I found that the best skills to have is 1, communication skills. Number 2, the selling skills. Number 3, presentation skills. Number 4, listening skills. Goal setting skills. Goal setting skills will change your life. All these type of skills, build them now so that once you graduate, you can see the results of them going forward. Number 2, your financial foundation. Now struggle. I wanted to put this as number one. It could easily be number one. See, in college, many students, instead of building a financial foundation, they find themselves building a financial grave. I mean, literally, a lot of people get into a lot of debt, not just student loan debt, but consumer debt. They get credit cards, max them out. They just build very, very bad financial habits. Now, I'll be the first to admit, when I was in college, the first credit card I got was maxed out, within the first 6 weeks. And a lot of people that I saw, they did the exact same thing. But, luckily, I learned after so much time, after so much building a grave, I learned that I needed to learn how to budget. I needed to learn how to handle my money. Now, one of the best financial tips that I ever received was a tip called the 10-10-80 rule. Now, what this rule says is 10% of your money, you need to give it to yourself. 10% of your money, you need to give it away to charity. And then 80% of your money, you keep for yourself as far as your expenses and that type of thing. Now, you're probably thinking, why give myself 10%? Isn't it all mine? In actuality, it's not. You have different bills that you pay. You have different things that you have to pay off. You go grocery shopping, you go buy clothes. In actuality, all that money is theirs. So that 10%, you need to give it to yourself. Put in some type of savings account, somewhere it can grow interest. And then from there, you continue to give to it, 10%, 10%, 10%. And eventually that money will continue to grow until eventually you can do something big with it. Maybe put into some type of business and some type of investment or something like that. Now the next 10% is what you give away to charity. Now, it might be counterintuitive, like, why am I giving away money when I'm trying to build my money? But when you give away money, there's a law that is created. It's called the law of giving and receiving, or what goes around comes around. Now, when you give that money away, you attract it into your life. Now, the next 80% is for your everyday expenses. So that's the 10-10-80 rule. 10% give to yourself, 10% give away, 80% for your expenses. Number 3, your dream foundation. What do you want out of your life? What's your dream? It's a simple saying that says most people don't get what they want out of life simply because they don't know what they want out of life. So if you're in college, it's the best opportunity to discover what exactly you want. See, many college students, they get in college, they have fun, they do everything else, but they never really solidify what their future is going to be. What do you want 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now? See, once you identify your dreams, you'll make your life that much easier once you graduate. You know exactly what you want and you'll get what you want because you know it and you're going after it. But in college, you have to find it first. Number 4, relationship foundation. Life is all about relationships. You probably heard it before. It's not what you know, but it's who you know. I see a lot of college students who get a lot of good grades, they know a lot of information, but they don't know the right people to connect them to the things that they need. If you want to have a good, successful college career before and after college, you need to connect yourself to the right people. Number 5, your health foundation. So you can have big dreams and great relationships, but if you don't have good health, you won't be able to enjoy life to its maximum potential. So while you're in college, you have a great opportunity to build a health foundation, healthy habits that catapult you to greater success, give you more energy to enjoy your life. The way you eat, the way you sleep, your exercise routine, all this stuff adds up to affect your health. So while you're in college, it's the best opportunity to build those healthy habits, build that health foundation. So that's it. That's the 5 foundations that you need to build while in college. Of course, there can be more. So if there's more foundations that you can think of, make sure to build those as well. But while you're in college, focus on these 5 things. And by the time you graduate, you'll be like the bamboo tree. Now remember this. If there's a dream within your heart, it can become a reality. And if you simply start and start smart, you can have the life that you desire.